Due up for the Saints, Hunfeld, Jones, and Ellsworth. Now coming to the plate, number
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the
Annabelle
2026 5A quarterfinal matchup between the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints and the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. We're just a little bit behind schedule here. Tough setup and getting underway, battling some internet issues. But we are here and we are live, ready for this one. We are in the bottom of the second inning with the Saints at the plate. And one on with nobody out.
Now batting number 10.
Through an inning and a half. No score thus far. Each team's had some success offensively and gotten some base runner or two, but nobody across the plate through an inning and a half. Able to come up and get the out. Briley Mantooth, third baseman, charging to get the put out over at first base. For
now batting number
St. Thomas Aquinas, they're down to their number 8 batter here in the bottom of this first inning. The pitcher, Elena Veith, at the plate for the Saints. Purple Dragons, center fielder, and batting first is 17 Brecken Campbell. The third baseman, and batting seconds, number 24, Brett Pasteur. And now they retire the side. So we are through 2 innings here at Canvertus Stadium at Baker University. Beautiful setting here for this 2026 5A quarterfinal. Winner will move on to the semifinals and finals in Wichita. And earlier today, Baser Linwood winning the other game that was in this quarterfinal here at Baker. And so they have already punched their ticket to the state tournament. And through 2, it is 0-0 here in this one. We'll be back in full action when we return right after this on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Having the right financial partner can...
Leading off the inning for Pittsburgh, number 23, first baseman, Briley Mantooth.
Briley Mantooth The first baseman, I mentioned third baseman, was Brett Brasseur, to make that put out a little bit ago, as we're here in this 2026 Class 5A quarterfinal. St. Thomas Aquinas Saints, Pittsburg Purple Dragons. BJ Harris along with you. Apologize a little late to the party, but haven't missed a whole lot. Really good defense so far as both these teams try to fill each other out. As we saw in the game a moment ago, it's a marathon here, 7 innings, but it can change in a hurry as Linwood fought off, ripped down left field line for Mantooth, just foul. That one fought off and foul for Mantooth. And a visit to the circle for Aquinas. Go out to talk to their pitcher. If you do just interested in some softball, we do have another semifinal quarterfinal matchup on our sister station Spring Hill Sports Live, as Spring Hill in the 5A softball tournament as well, playing Bishop Carroll over in Emporia. Got us stretched across eastern Kansas here in this quarterfinal. Number 5 Purple Dragons, number 4 St. Thomas Aquinas Saints here in this one. Riley Mantooth, good at bat here with 0-2 count. She's fought off a couple here of late. Lead off batter here in the top of this third inning. High ball one. Fifth seeded Purple Dragons, the away team. Fourth seeded Aquinas Saints, the 4 seed, the home team. Low ball 2-2 the count. Good shot from outfield. Thanks to Adam Bradshaw. Go out there and fixed our camera right as we were getting going underway here. Ooh, just got the outside edge. And one away here in the top of this third inning. For the number 8 hitter, number 4, the left fielder, Emily Shriver.
Now to the plate, number 4, the left fielder, Emily Shriver.
That's me. Oh, one pitch to Shriver, strike 2. That one misses, ball 1 for Shriver, the number 8 hitter, left fielder. Here in this first opportunity to get to see Elena Avea, the pitcher. That one's going to miss low outside as well, ball 2. Now they're questioning about the 2-2 count. And third base line, everybody, the corners had it right. Corrected guy behind the plate, all set. And a much better situation here for Shriver. She's looking now a 3-1 count instead of 2-2. Purple Dragons 22-4 on the season. Aquinas Saints 23-3. That one, good eye for Shriver. Boy, a tough ball to lay off as that was just below chin high, and pretty good spot for Veth, but just missed. And one on with one out here in the top of the third inning for the Purple Dragons.
Now to plate number 21, right fielder Micah Gomez.
That'll bring up the right fielder, number 21, Micah Gomez. They'll go over to first to get the first batter, and then just off was Shriver. Nearly got caught rounding second, but able to get back, and 2 away for Pittsburg High. Back to the top of the order we go, though, for the number 1 spot, the center fielder, number 17, Brecken Campbell. And with a runner in scoring position, just something down, and
Now to the plate, number 17.
Shriver's got some speed, able to get home perhaps, and Campbell as well. First pitch to Campbell, strike 1. A lot of times, certainly in these first round games, you're playing teams, really, if you get to the state tournament, you haven't seen. Good rip by Campbell, gonna go foul, out of play. And so it just might take you just a little bit of time to figure out this pitcher and try to do some prep, but once you get into tournament play, it's tough to really know much as you go into that first game. And now here they are playing against the defending 5A state champions in St. Thomas Aquinas. Ball outside, 1-2 the count. Top of the 3rd inning, 2 outs, 1 on for Campbell. This one framed up, it popped up. Shriver coming, that one's gonna go into stay in fair territory, and that will retire the side. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning, no score there in this 5A quarterfinal from Baker University. We'll be back right after this on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Head to the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Saints. Going to be fouled off. This is the number 7 hitter. Excuse me, this is the number 9 hitter, rather. Brooke Harris. The catcher. This one fall off as well. It's going to just get into foul territory. 1-2 count for Harris. Lead off in this 3rd inning for the Saints. Breck Slaughter, the pitcher for the Purple Dragons, doing a nice job so far in the early going of this one. Going right at this St. Thomas Aquinas side. That one miss outside. Ooh. Yeah, ball 2, I thought was just a hair outside. Pittsburgh faithful predictably disagreed. That one fought off. Slaughter trying to fight that get that inside edge. It was going to be a strike, so really a pretty good job for Harris to be able to fight that one off and stay alive in this AB.
Nice. Check that.
And a check swing called fair and not the strikeout they were looking for, so even the count at 3-2, full count. The 3-2. ripped down the third base line and foul. Just barely foul. It was nearly a big hit for Harris. The long at bat here against Slaughter. The 3-2. Another foul ball. And she will stay alive in this one. Pretty warm day. It's maybe hopefully going to cool off here as the evening progresses, but it was flat hot. Could have been the 6 trips I made to my car setting up. And my fitness level, hand in hand, I would say. And Brooke Harris really battling here against Slaughter in this bottom of this third inning. Still no score. And miss outside. Harris rewarded for the patience at the plate and reaches. Scoreboard's kept them a little confused here in the stands, as it's been about a half step behind the umpires and keeping track of the balls and strikes. And faithful a little irritated.
Now at the plate, number 7, Sage Glodowski.
Back to the top of the order. Leadoff batter, number 7, Sage Glodowski.
Hey, be ready on this one. Be ready. Be ready.
Quick, let's go.
Fouled off out of play. Nobody out, one on.
Nice.
That one just missed ball high to Glodowski, the number 1 hitter for the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints. As Harris reached after a long at-bat, fouled away, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 pitches. And now 1-2 to Glodowski, fired in between short and third, and they will hold the runner at second, but 2 on now for the Saints. And Purple Dragons finding themselves in their first big jam of the ball game with nobody out and 2 on for the number 2 hitter. And Butchkora at the plate. Gabriella Butchkora, the center fielder. At this point, getting to the heart of your order, the number 2, 3, 4 still yet to come with no outs and 2 on. Pressure going to be put on Slaughter here to get out of this one. Good pitch, a little change-up, pulled the string for Slaughter. Strike 1. She's really done a good job kind of getting ahead of some of these hitters, but hasn't been able to retire them, as they're able to make enough contact to keep their bats alive. And now she's ahead 0-1. Another spot just missed outside. Pretty tight strike zone here. You got to work inside of those parameters. That one missed. Ball 2.
Now to the plate, number
Now we're in the
2,
top of this
pitcher,
4th inning
Brett
here as
Slaughter.
the Purple Dragons have one away as Brett Pasteur, the number 2 hitter, third baseman, struck out. against Vea, the pitcher for Aquinas. Going to miss outside ball one here to the number 3 spot, Breck Slaughter, the pitcher. Slaughter giving up 3 runs in that 3rd inning. 3-0 Saints as we're at the top of this 4th in a 7-inning quarterfinal matchup here in Class 5A. Two-0 pitch to Slaughter. Goes right down Broadway for strike 1. Again, Purple Dragons the number 5 seed in this 5A state tournament. Saints the number 4 seed, but defending 5A state champions. And Slaughter fouls that one off, strike 2. 2-2 the count for Slaughter here, 1 out in the top of this 4th inning. That one just missed, high ball 3. Down by 3, just got to get some runners here, preferably without those 2 outs.
You win, Breck, you win. You can, Breck.
That one's outside for ball 4 and a walk. Hit with 1 out and 1 on. For the number 4 spot, Kenley Warford, the second baseman.
Warford.
That one fouled straight back. It was a good pitch to hit for Warford. Just a little under it. Otherwise, that would have been a nice drive and moving some runners around. Slaughter a little bit of speed on first base, so well-placed ball could try to close this gap just a little bit. A 1 count, outside ball 1. To left field, that's going to nearly reach the wall. Slaughter coming into 3rd. She'll have to hold up at 3rd base. But over to 2nd goes Warford, and now 2 on in scoring position with only 1 out as we go to the number 5 spot, and Peyton Morey, the catcher. She reached on a hit in her first at-bat.
Number 19, the catcher, Peyton Morey.
And a real opportunity now for the Purple Dragons to try to even things up a little bit.
Get him in. Let's go.
Morey, the catcher, at the plate with 1 out and 2 on. Inside ball 1.
Come on, Peyton.
Take it up. Let's go. Shoulder back.
That one low ball too. Really, both these teams have showed quite a bit of discipline at the plate. Battling it out, lots of foul balls,
Pitch right here. Come on.
staying alive, and now Morey going to try to be the one that does it here with 2-1 count, 2-0 count rather. This one fouled off.
Nice foul. Come on, Peyton. Come on, Peyton.
Makes you feel better. They got a great spot to sit because they're sitting where I should.
Ooh, that one just able to catch the edge. And now evened up 2-2 for Morey. Little chat for Morey and Coach Gomez.
Lock it right here. Lock it in. Come on. Come on, Peyton.
Here's a 2-2. Good eye for Morey, and patience again once.
Come on, Peyton.
And runners
One more.
at second and third.
Come on now.
And a full count now for Maury.
Come on, Peyton.
The ball forward. Bases loaded now for the number 6 spot, Lainey Trissler, the shortstop, with just one out here in this fourth inning. Top of the fourth. They will pinch run. Leah Niederklein going to come in and pinch run for the catcher, Maury.
Big drive, big drive.
The meeting at the plate, or at the circle for the Saints. St. Thomas Aquinas got their bases loaded in the bottom of the third inning, able to get 3 across in that situation. And now the Purple Dragons with 3 on and 1 out.
Now to the plate,
for
number
Lainey
3,
Trissler.
shortstop, Lainey Trissler.
Showed bunt, pulled back. Runners putting pressure on the defense on the base pass.
Come on.
Hey, move around. Let's go, 3. Good job.
Drive.
0-1 count for Trissler. Hard whack at it.
Hey, battle back here, battle back.
Drove right in on her hands and missed it.
One at a time.
Good job, kid.
Now on deck is Briley Mantooth, the first baseman.
3. Let's go.
She will get a chance at it.
Come on, one at a time here. Battle back.
Trissler. The 0-2. That one popped up. Shallow left field. Shortstop works her way out there to make the catch.
Come on, AV. Come on,
And that will bring up Briley Mantooth.
Now coming to the plate, number 23, first baseman Briley Mantooth.
Now with these 2 outs, Coach Cole taking advantage of the Aquinas timeout to make sure all the base runners are doing what they're supposed to do with these 2 outs. Just needs something to punch through here for Mantooth and tighten the gap. Purple Dragons really, that was bases loaded with no outs at one point in that third inning, and so able to get away with just the 3 runs. I feel fairly fortunate. The Saints, if they get out here with no runs, they're going to feel real lucky. First pitch, Mantooth outside, not really going to go right at her. One 0 count for Mantooth. This was a good pitch to hit, man. Right where she wanted that one to be. Just missed a little low underneath it and found a back tip. So 1-1, the count for Mantooth. Pitch, high ball 2. Leah Niederklein at first base, pinch running for Maury.
Got 2, 3.
Warford and Slaughter on the base paths as well for Pittsburg High. That one popped up in the infield. And that will retire the side. Well, able to get the base paths, not able to get the runs, but from a confidence standpoint, hopefully allowed you to feel like you can get some base runners in this one. We will head to the bottom of the 4th inning with Purple Dragons trailing St. Thomas Aquinas 3-0. We'll be back right after this on Pittsburgh Sports Live, presented by Croc-Camp.
It's The Rush. Every touchdown, basket, goal, or lap is filled with excitement. It's why we love the game. It's why we play the game. It's also why we bet on the game. The Rush is why we need a plan. A plan to bet responsibly and not lose more than we can afford. Problem sports gambling can ruin the love we have for sports. So know when enough is enough. Know when the game is playing you. Contact 1-800-GAMBLER for help today.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
To the bottom of the fourth inning in this one, 2026 5A state quarterfinal from Cavernous Field in Baldwin City, Kansas, Baker University. Really nice setting here. We are, I would say, the best way to describe it as intimate setup here in Baker. And, you know, from a softball standpoint, right on top of the stands. I mean, you are, if you're a front row here, you are within about 15 feet of the batter. Not much gap between the backstop and the seats, which makes it fun. Good changeup by Slaughter. Really pulled the string on that one. For the Saints at the plate to lead off this fourth inning is number 1, Annabelle Jones. Jones, the left fielder for the Saints. That one ripped down right first base line and foul. Strike one, or 0-2 the count rather. Good changeup, almost got Jones to go around on that one. Got her earlier in this at-bat with that pitch and tried to go right back to it. 2-2. Or 1-2 rather. This one over to second. Oh, a little bit misplayed there by Kinley Warford and trickles into center field, 1 on. It would likely be charged in error. Just be careful on this.
Now coming to bat, number 10, second baseman Palin Ellsworth.
So 1 on with nobody out for the Saints, with Ellsworth coming to the plate for St. Thomas Aquinas. Second baseman for the Saints. As Jones reaches on the error. Good pitch there from Slaughter. Blowing away, but able to get enough of it for the strike. 1 to count. That one fouled back 0-2. And Pittsburg had the bases loaded with 1 out in the top of this inning, but unable to get any runs across. Aquinas put their 3 runs on in the bottom of the third. This one at the shortstop, over to first. And they got her at first. Nice play by Lainey Trissler. Hit right at her, but able to make that play and knew exactly where to go with it. Over to first base for the double. And now 2 away with nobody on for St. Thomas Aquinas. As we head to
pitcher Elena Vaith.
Elena Vaith, the pitcher, the number 8 hitter. And 1 pitch and out. So the Purple Dragons can come back to the plate with a chance to add some points, add some runs rather. And we'll see if they can do that when we return right after this on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Hold on. It's monstrous.
With Crawcan's multi-gig internet, you can experience monstrous speeds for every device in your home or business at the same time for a low, no-nonsense price.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition. with their specialty fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
Head to the top of the fifth inning here at Baker University in Baldwin, City, Kansas, as the Purple Dragons head to the number 8 hitter, Emily Shriver, the left fielder. Was able to reach in her last at-bat. A chance to get him started off on the right foot here in this fifth. That one missed outside, ball one. And if you just like some high school softball, got another game going simultaneously over at Spring Hill Sports Live. The Broncos are taking on the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles in the other side of this. I don't think it's the other side of this bracket, but it is the other one of the quarterfinals in this tournament. Yeah, it would be the opposite side of the bracket, so wouldn't see one of those teams until the championship. 2-0 here to Shriver. She's superbly patient at the plate. Ooh, just catching the outside edge. Good patience, but hard to lay off of that one for Shriver. She'll step in for the 3-1. Vaith has been dealing. That one foul territory, working over and caught just into the dugout nearly for that one. Not a stole one there, did Aquinas, as the third baseman, Pinkham, able to range over and make the play. Excuse me, Sabers, the first baseman.
21, Micah Gomez at the plate.
Number 9 hitter, rather. Number 21, Micah Gomez, the right fielder, now up for Pittsburg High. Ooh, that one bottom half of the strike zone, but able to get across for. That one missed ball. 1-1 the count. 1 out. Top of the fifth inning. 3-0 ball game. Aquinas, this one swiftly hit to third, over to first for an easy out, and 2 away.
Now to the plate, number 17, center fielder Brecken Campbell.
Ooh, that one tight inside for the leadoff hitter for the Purple Dragons, Brecken Campbell, center fielder. With 2 out, nobody on in the top of this fifth inning. Purple Dragons down by 3. That one missed outside. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. That one, a 3-0 count, just laid off of it. Sweet pitch, but wise decision to try to reach on the walk. That one missed outside. Line on the scoreboard too much. It's now 3-1. One pitch to Campbell. Low, ball 4. And a runner's on with 2 outs as we head to Brett Pasteur. Anybody can get him going, it would be her.
Now
from the plate.
Number 24, the third baseman, Brett Pasteur.
Nathan Pasteur, pretty good players. That one about eyeball high, ball one. All right, first is Campbell. 1-0 for Pasteur. That one over to third, over to first, and able to get the play. And we head to the bottom of the fifth. Time's starting to get a little tight, but still plenty of it left for the Purple Dragons. They'll have a couple more cracks at it, but need to maintain defensively.
For the Dragons.
We'll be back in 30 seconds on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Bottom of the fifth inning with the Saints and their number 9 hitter coming to the plate to face Slaughter. It'll be number 2, Brooke Harris. Excuse me, number 4, Brooke Harris, the catcher. And the first pitch, ball 1. 3-0 in the bottom of this fifth inning. Saints lead it with a 3-run bottom of the third. This one going to get into right field. And down, they'll try to get the play at first, but way too much speed there for Harris, and the first batter's on for the Saints. So 1 on, nobody out for the top of the order.
Now to the plate, number
for the
7.
Saints.
Third baseman,
It'll be the third baseman, Sage Gladowski. First pitch, foul tip, strike 1. Dragons got a line drive to Trissler and a double play in the top of the fourth inning. See if they can do that again here. That one catching the outside edge. Tough one. If you were on this near side for the Saints fans, they got a pretty good eye on that one. You better have some ice water in your veins. You're going to be an official in this one because they are right on top of you. Good change-up pitch, but Gladowski able to stay with it just enough. 0-2 the count. One on for Harris. This one chopped foul. Count will remain 0-2. Over to first. Nice play by Pasteur, able to charge that one to make the play. And 1 out. They did move the runner over to second for the number 2 spot for the Saints. Gabriella Lacroix. Center fielder. First pitch, ball outside. This one slapped foul, third base line. 1-1 the count for Bacora. Saints a number 4 seed, Purple Dragons a number 5 seed. Pittsburg High able to knock off St. Thomas Aquinas in their regional final. A big win for them to advance back to the state tournament again for the second year in a row. Good pitch just to the bottom, not able to get him to come around, and strike zone tight, just missed ball 2. This one slapped foul. 2-2 the count to Bacora. Harris got the lead off single. She's standing at second. That one fouled back as well. These long at-bats have generally favored St. Thomas Aquinas. When they've been able to foul them off, they've eventually caught up to them. And case in point, Over, nice play, over to second, and not able to get back to get Harris, but a really nice play by Brecken Campbell to range over and make the play in center field. And now 2 away. For the number 3 spot, the shortstop, Clara Pinkham. Runner remains at second. Nice pitch, low and outside, but able to catch enough of it for the strike 0-1 to Pinkham. That one misses ball 1. Winner of this one moves on to play baser Linwood, who, nope, that's the other side of the bracket, play either Great Bend or Eisenhower. That one headed to right field, and the play is made for out number 3. Purple Dragons need to find some offense. We'll see if they can when we head to the top of the 6th. Just 2 more cracks at it when we return right after this on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
You've heard go big or go home. At Big Iron Auctions, you can go big from home. With thousands of pieces of equipment, active auctions, bidding at your convenience, and an easy-to-use site, BigIronAuctions.com can help you grow big. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 to see how Big Iron Auctions can help grow your operation. Bid now, list now at BigIronAuctions.com.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburgh.
Been a pretty even matchup through 6 innings. A 3-run third by St. Thomas Aquinas. The difference so far in this one, 2026 5A quarterfinal from Canverdis Field in Baldwin City, Kansas, Baker University. We ran a few softball games through here over the last 2 days. This new quarterfinal setup. Varsity Sports Live going to be in action with some baseball as well coming up tomorrow and Thursday and Friday. A couple of our teams advancing to the 3A and then 4A state semifinals respectively. Girard Trojans will be over on Girard Sports Live tomorrow evening, 5:45, if you want to watch some local high school baseball as they advance with a 6-1 win over Jeff West yesterday morning. And then a little further north of y'all up at Paola, the Paola Panthers advancing to the semifinals of the 4A baseball state tournament. First pitch, missed ball 1 on the outside edge. For Vaith, the pitcher. got to get one on over to short. Trying to run this one out. And able to just get there in time on the play. Brett Slaughter, the pitcher, trying to get over there and did not like the call at home at first base, but tried to slide in there. And
now to the plate, number 10, second baseman Kenley Wolford.
And so one away now for the Purple Dragons. Slaughter, good hard hit, but a nice play by the shortstop, and that'll bring up Kenley Warford, the second baseman. That one, strike one, bottom half of the zone. One out, nobody on in the top of the sixth inning. Good pitch there from Vaith. Little changeup. And Warford way out in front for strike two. No two the count for Warford. Missed ball one, good pitch though by Vaith. Intentional, trying to get her to chase one high and out away, and it'll bring up ball one. Just need a base runner or two to try to get some momentum heading your way if you're the Purple Dragons. That one, how about a hit batter? And Dragons will put one on. Warford reaching on a hit by pitch to go to the number 5 hitter, Peyton Morey.
Now to the plate, number 19, the catcher, Peyton Morey.
That rip down third base line, and that'll move him over. Going to hold him up at second, but a one-out single by Peyton Morey. Well, give the Dragons just what they needed. The tying run at the plate, which is Lainey Trissler. Trissler to number 6 spot, the shortstop. Runners at first and second. Show bunt.
Number 3, Lainey Trissler, the shortstop at the plate.
1-0 count for Trissler. Something through could score. Warford, who's on second. Show that bunt. Move the runners over. Go quickly back over to third, and Warford able to get back. But it puts runners in scoring position for the number 7 hitter, Briley Mantooth.
Now to the plate, number 23, first baseman, Briley Mantooth.
Big spot here for Mantooth. That one high, ball one. Vaith looked to the dugout, get the call where she wants to put it. Right up, straight down between, and a 1 run will score. They'll play it pretty well to limit the damage, but one across for the Purple Dragons here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. And new life certainly for the girls in powder purple. And 2 out single for Briley Mantooth.
Emily Shriver.
And that will bring Shriver to the plate, the left fielder. The runners at the corners. Vaith in the circle. Deals to Shriver. Good pitch to hit. Shriver fights it off her hands and rolls foul ball, strike one. Two outs, 2 on for Shriver. Ball high. 1-1.
Come on, Emily. Here we go. Right center, man.
1-1 count. That one missed ball. Ooh, Mantooth could wail off, and that was almost devastating for Pittsburg High. As had Harris decide to pull the trigger and go down there, maybe they would have got that out, but
Drive it. Come on now.
Slaughter was, excuse me, Trissler was waiting to come home. 2-1 count for Shriver. This one fouled straight bot.
Come
2-2 to Emily Shriver. Big spot for the senior. Mantooth, there it goes. Gonna come home, runs a score, but they do get the out, but they will score the run across, and so Purple Dragons pick up 2 in the 6th. It'll be 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. And a good one going on so far in this 5A quarterfinal from Baker. We're back after this on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburgh.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
Girard Medical Center supports the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons as well, as you can't tell, but it looks like that's the wrong commercial. Got a good group watching back in Pittsburgh, and I'm sure elsewhere for this one, and they're getting a chance to see the Purple Dragons fight their way back into it with 2 runs in the top of the 6th inning. Now need to go to work defensively against the Saints. As Slaughter goes back to the circle to deal for the Purple Dragons. As leading off for the Saints is the first baseman, Addison Sabers. This one fouled off, nearly took the head off her teammate in the batter's circle. One and one the count for Sabers. Slaughter able to score the run for the Purple Dragons as well to help her cause. One of those 2. Good changeup. This one's going to be shallow left field and going to be dropping in for a hit. That one just a little bit too far to the right and in front of Emily Shriver. And Saints will put one on with nobody out.
Now batting number 27
for
right fielder Lauren.
The right fielder, Lauren Hinfeld. First pitch strike from Slaughter. And the runner's going to advance over to second with the wild pitch. Maury did about all she could do with that one behind the plate. Hinfeld.
Hey, be ready for this. Be ready. Hop up, hop up.
1-1. This one foul down the right field line. One and 2 the count for Hinfeld. Ripped to left field. Shriver over to make the play. And we'll hold the runner at second. Ranging to her right just a little bit for Emily Shriver, able to make the play, and one away.
Down to the plate, number 1, left fielder,
And it'll bring up the left fielder, Annabelle Jones. First pitch, ball 1. Addison Sabres standing at second base with 1 out. That one tried to pull the string on a little bit, just fell a little short. Ball 2. This one hit to right field. That'll be made the play over there by Gomez, and they will continue to hold the runner at second base. The outfielders getting their work in and showing up for the Purple Dragons. And as we head to the number 7 spot, the second baseman, Palin Ellsworth. This one fouled off, strike 1. 3-2 ball game in the bottom of the 6th inning. Purple Dragons able to retire 2. And an 0-1 count for Ellsworth. 1 runner at second. That one away, nice play by Maury back behind the plate to slide over and get that one. One. This one to shortstop, not able to get it. They will send her home, and that's going to add a run for Aquinas. That will get over to third as well on the hit by Ellsworth. Had that been fielded exactly cleanly, they may have been able to hold that runner at third or at least had a play for it at home, but it just wasn't, and kind of caught the tip of the glove from the shortstop Trissler. And man, if that thing's 3 inches lower, that's an out. And instead, it adds a run for the Saints. And that'll bring up Elena Vaith, the pitcher, to step in for the Saints with a runner at third and 2 outs. First pitch, low, ball 1. 4-2 ball game in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-0 count to Vaith. Right at that one. That's what the last hit should have been. If it had been that, then they wouldn't have scored that run, but nonetheless, just 1 across, and there's plenty of opportunity now for the Purple Dragons, as they'll need 2 runs here in the top of the 7th to keep their season alive. We'll see if they can do it when we return in 30 seconds on Pittsburgh Sports Live, presented by Crockett.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to help.
When it comes to having your labs drawn, you have a choice of where to go. For 30 years, MagLab has focused on providing quality lab work that is accurate and timely. MagLab's walk-in service typically gets you in and out in under 5 minutes with same-day results. Locally owned and operated, MagLab takes most insurances, including Medicaid, and has historically had the lowest out-of-pocket prices. So when it comes to having labs drawn, don't be told where to go. Choose for yourself. Choose MagLab.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Emily Shriver.
Left fielder Emily Shriver going to lead things off here for Pittsburgh High. She'll step in to lead things off for Pittsburgh in this final inning of this game. Top of the 7th inning, down by 2 runs. 3 outs away. But only 2 runs away. And tying this thing up as well. Shriver, the number 8-9 will be Gomez. Back to the top of the order, Campbell. This one will be Shriver. This one will be popped into shallow right field, really first base line, first base territory, and 1 away.
Now to the plate, number 21, right fielder Micah
Brings
Gomez.
up Micah Gomez, trying to get them started. Just got to get somebody on the base paths if you're Pittsburg High to keep this thing going. One out, nobody on. Gomez, first pitch strike. Miss ball one. Again, Saints, the number 4 seed, but the defending 5A state champions. And Dragons knew they had their work cut out for them and have really showed up well. It's just been a couple of instances that have not gone their way and put them in this situation. That one just missed ball high. And the 8th wanted that one back, I think, a little bit. And 2-1 the count now for Gomez. This one over to third, over to first, and 2 away. Pressure put on the leadoff hitter, Brecken Campbell. We're just trying to keep this season alive. Pittsburg High, great year.
Now to the plate, number 17,
22-4.
Brecken Campbell.
Getting the draw here against the defending 5A champions, certainly tough for them. And this is the freshman Campbell, so boy, talk about positions to be in. Maybe the naivete works in a little bit.
Hey, work, BC, work.
1-0 count for Campbell. That one right down the middle. Strike one. Winner of this one takes on Great Bend or Eisenhower. That's probably been determined by now, but swing at that one, low ball, or strike two. 1-2 the count for Brecken Campbell, the center fielder. Could be the final one of the season. That one missed high. Vaith let that one get away from her a little bit. A little grin from her. Two out, nobody on. 2-2 the count for Brecken Campbell. That one stays high. Ball three. Well, you get your Brett Pasteur to the plate, you're going to feel like you got a glimmer of hope if you get a runner on here. Over to third, she will reach with a hit on a full count pitch. What a nice at-bat there for Brecken Campbell. And that will bring Pasteur to the plate. So Brett going to get her chance. One of a handful of seniors on this squad going to the next level to play. Schreiber, Slaughter, Maury,
Brett Pasteur.
And Pasteur, the seniors on this squad. And boy, they'd like to have her at the plate here in this spot. 2 outs. That one, the pitch to maybe turn on, and Pasteur lets that one get by her. No 1 count. Breck Slaughter will be on deck if she's able to get to the plate. The 0-1 to Pasteur. That one misses, ball high, 1-1. Runner at first, reaching on a very nice at-bat for Brecken Campbell. Here's Pasteur, that one popped up, that might do it. Straight up, in comes the hitter. Oh, not gonna make the catch. Life remains for the Purple Dragons. That is, I think every single Purple Dragon fan had held their breath that entire time that ball was up in the air, but boy, a little bit of wind perhaps pushing against that one, and the catcher, Harris, unable to make the play. And so, boy, talk about 9 lives. Pasteur thought she was ending her season, and now she's right back at the batter's box. 1-2 the count with 2 out and 1 on. The 1-2. Ripped down the third base line, just foul. As that one, that would have certainly scored a run. Anxious Aquinas fans as well, as this is not proving to be easy. Count remains 1-2 for Pasteur. The pitch. Ball high, 2-2. Vaith, the pitcher, has really had a nice game. Needs one more. Purple Dragons need Pasteur. That one misses ball. 3-2. This is the one when you're playing your backyard, when you're the tying run at the plate, 2 outs, full count, season on the line. Your most clutch player perhaps at the plate. Miss, ball 4, and now Slaughter a chance to really help her own cause. One of the seniors on this squad as well, in Breck Slaughter. And Aquinas going to meet up a little bit to work things out, as now the leading run comes to the plate in Slaughter. While they take this break, I do have a good group of fans listening, watching at home, and really appreciated the opportunity to bring Pittsburgh Sports Live to a community I called home for a long, long time, and excited to get one season under our belt and looking forward to another one coming up next year. We'll be out and about this summer trying to drum up support again in our efforts to try to maintain and keep your high school sports free to watch. And it's all the businesses you've seen here throughout the day running across the screen that help us bring these games to you. We had all your football games, basketball games this season, and would love to continue to do more and more of the spring sports and pick up some volleyball as well. So as you see us out and about, my beautiful bride, Leslie, hitting the streets this summer to sell some advertising, be sure to let her in and hear what we got to say. And really, it's been a pleasure to be able to expand our network into Pittsburgh. I knew it would be successful, and it certainly has been. So now Girard, Columbus, and Southeast Kansas crossed our network, also up in the Kansas City area with Spring Hill, Paola, Lewisburg, Baldwin, Eudora, Tonganoxie. We're also the broadcast home, in case you didn't know, for Johnson County Community Sports, which I know there's some kids from down in Southeast Kansas playing up for JCCC, and as well the Fort Scott Community College Greyhounds broadcast partner. We just signed up Kansas City, Kansas Community College as well, the home of the Blue Devils. So really excited to continue to bring you high school sports here on Varsity Sports Live and through this Pittsburgh Sports Live channel, and would like to do it again later this week. And certainly there's a chance for Pittsburgh with 2 on, 2 out. Senior leader Breck Slaughter, the pitcher, at the plate. Look in on her. High, ball 1. Did bring in a new pitcher. Did Aquinas to try to close this one out. And that is Lauren Henfeld to come in relief. First 2 pitches are balls. If Slaughter reaches, it'll be Warford, the second baseman, on deck for Pittsburgh High. 2-0. Inside, ball 3. And now 3-0. Dragons with a chance. Pasteur at first, Campbell at second, and that's ball 4, as that'll move him around, and now bases juiced for Kinley Warford, the sophomore, in a spot here. Warford, the second baseman, and now more conversation. Pressure is on here in Baldwin. I don't think I mentioned Baldwin in my list of channels, but also the broadcast partner for Baldwin High School. What do you think? What do you think? Huh? You gotta get loud. Start cheering. And they end up going back on the pitcher. We'll see if they'll allow Henfeld to stay out there.
She's on deck.
Saints really trying to work it out. And I think they are going to go back to Vaith. Yeah, they were going to go back to Vaith. Vaith's really pitched a pretty good game, but started to get away, let that one batter reach on a walk, and then they tried to come back into Hinfeld, and now Vaith gets called back in. And now Warford.
At the plate, number 10, second baseman Kenley Warford.
Real opportunity here for the sophomore. There's a good pitch from Vaith. Back on track for her. Anything through could score 2 and tie this thing up. Just got to punch something through. That one's going to just go down the third base line. Well played by Coach Gomez. And 2 strikes now to Warford. Oh, 2 count, 2 outs. Bases loaded for Warford. The 0-2. That one popped straight up. And that may be it. Boy, the Purple Dragons efforted hard, and really kept themselves within striking distance, but just going to fall shy. 2-4. And again, tough effort against the defending 5A state champions, and they showed out as well as they could, able to pick up 2 runs in the 6th inning and had bases loaded in this 7th, but fall just short here in this quarterfinal matchup. Purple Dragons will end their season as a state qualifying team, but they will end it with a final record of 22-5. Aquinas again will move on to take on Great Bend or Eisenhower, most likely Great Bend in that situation at Wilkins Stadium in Wichita. But that will do it for our coverage here in 2025-2026 of Purple Dragon Athletics. Again, thank you so much for the opportunity to bring Varsity Sports Live to Pittsburgh. We look forward to continue to grow that network and grow your viewership across Pittsburgh and all your supporters around the country and perhaps the globe as we are headed out into 2026-2027. Thanks to Coach Gomez for the opportunity to come here, and for Jen Gomez, Athletic Director, all the folks at Pittsburgh High and Pittsburgh Schools, and for all my broadcast crew who helped fill in throughout this season for Pittsburgh, Josh Lettner, Michael Kissel, JJ Carlinger. Good season of Pittsburgh Purple Dragon Athletics here on Pittsburgh Sports Live. Final score 4-2. Pittsburgh falls here to St. Thomas Aquinas. You've been watching on your home for the Purple Dragons, Pittsburgh Sports Live.
From the gridiron to the hard court, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at varsitysportslive.com.